Jess. Welcome back to my channel for another video. I know y'all, it has been a minute, but I am back. I want to say I haven't filmed since August. Is that right? Anywho, I am back today with my fall cleanup video. The leaves are starting to change. They're starting to fall, and y'all, it is all fall vibes. So I'm excited. I definitely want to show you guys my maple tree because it is fire red right now. So I want to show you guys that. I do need to tackle my front garden bed today. I do need to pressure wash because y'all know the storms I've been dealing with. So yeah, it looks kind of gross up here. I want to cut things back, just kind of tidy up the garden so I won't have so much to do in the spring. And then I also want to try and tackle the side shade garden as well today. So we're going to clean up. I also have a sponsor for today's video. So you guys know I have been working this year with a company called Vevor. They have been so kind to send out a leaf cleaner upper thing that I'm going to share with you guys today. So I'm excited to try it out. So anywho, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's get to it. Look how gorgeous my maple tree is, you guys. Isn't that pretty? And it's such a gorgeous day, by the way. It is like 76 degrees out here, clear blue skies, like perfect day for fall cleanup. So here is the box that it came in. Y'all ignore this little piece of wood that's covering up my house number. I don't know why they wrote that on the box, but anywho, I'm gonna get this unboxed, show you what it looks like, and we're gonna test it out. Okay, so I've got everything out of the box. Here is what it's called. It's a lawn sweeper. I'm so excited to try this out. So it's supposed to basically just suck up all the leaves and also dethatch the lawn. So I'm going to try and figure out how to put this together. Y'all wish me luck, and we're going to test it out. So the assembly of this sweeper was actually really simple, y'all. There's only 3 parts to the handle. It's 4 screws just to screw them on. And then to attach the net, you just insert the 2 rods, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then attach the 2 elastic bands on each side, and you're all done. So now it's time to finally test it out. And in the beginning, y'all, I was really struggling just because I couldn't get it to push through my grass. My grass was super thick. I also did not realize that there are height levels to this sweeper. So I'm going to show you guys what I ended up adjusting in just a few moments. Wow, y'all, I am impressed. Like, I am definitely purchasing one of these for my dad. Like, what? I'm sold. Okay, so it does take a little bit of a learning curve. I'm so out of breath because I was struggling at the beginning, but I did figure out there are settings down here. So the knob was originally up here on low. If my grass was actually cut, which it hasn't been cut since like probably August, you would leave it on the low setting. So I dropped it all the way down to high, and I was able to push it through. I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean up what I can, cut the grass, and then try it again. So yeah, y'all, I'm so excited. So the little mesh like net thing right here is removable. So you just pop this off, take it over to your garbage, your bags, however you bag your leaves, and dump it, and then put it back on. Like, this is the best little contraption. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, Vevor, for sending this out to me. I'm so sold. Like, you can tell I did one pass on each side, like down and up, and look at that, y'all. All my leaves still have not dropped yet. Like, got tons ready to drop, but the best thing about this tree is once all of the leaves turn like fire engine red, they all drop at the same time. So I really only have to come out here one time, but I wanted to come out here because it's a pretty day just to like show you guys how it works. I will definitely have this linked down in the description box, y'all. Use my code. I'm excited. I just want to, like, I will be out here every day raking up leaves just because I love using this little contraption. Okay, so I want to show y'all how it works. There's like 3 brooms down there that sweep up the leaves. I'm going to try my best to hold the phone and push at the same time. Let's see. Y'all see that? It just throws the leaves in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm stuck in the tree. Hold on. Okay, so I've got the bag about half full. I'm going to go ahead and see how easy it is to empty it. This is definitely a yes in my book. So I also want to mention it does have a nice hard bottom, so it is nice and durable. And then here's a look at the broom. So as you push, they rotate. And they just sweep everything right into the net. It's so like, y'all, I don't know who came up with this, but kudos to whoever invented this sweeper. All right, here we go. Look at that, y'all. I'm just so in love. Okay, y'all, I got most of the leaves raked up, you guys. This thing, I'm just so impressed. I have no words. So, anywho, we are now going to move on to cleaning out my front garden bed. All right, so here is what the front yard is currently looking like at the end of October. So, everything is starting to die back just a little bit. We did have a really bad hailstorm that came through last week. Oh, I can't remember. I did post a little short film of it, and y'all, I'm just so over the weather this year. I will pick back up again in the spring. So, anywho, I'm going to leave my impatiens here just for now because they still look pretty. We are supposed to be expecting temperatures down in the 30s in a couple of days. So, they'll probably get nipped at that point, and then I'll just come in and pull them out. But I do want to go ahead and cut back all of the blooms on my coleus as well as my perennials in here. And also, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut back my hosta. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and start on cleanup. Gonna keep that. All right, that looks better. I did decide to leave my Autumn Joy sedum just for a while, at least through homecoming, because they still look kind of festive, you guys. I love the little burnt orange broccoli looking stems. So I'm gonna leave them for now. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my tree ring next and then work on the patio. Alright, so I know you can't really tell much, but basically all I did was pull out all of the vinca that I had around the outer perimeter. I decided to leave all of my verbena because that is a perennial here. Also my geraniums, I'm going to see if they can come back as well. I do have a couple begonias still tucked in there, so yeah y'all, I'm just going to let the rest of the leaves fall, leave them decompose, and we will mulch over them in the spring. So tree ring is done. Alright, so next I want to work on cutting back my limelight hydrangea tree. I do have plenty of videos on my channel on how to prune limelight hydrangeas, so if you're interested, check those out. I'll leave them down in the description box. But I'm going to go ahead and give this tree, as well as the other one on the other side of my front yard, a nice little haircut. Alright, one limelight tree down. Let's do the other one. Okay y'all, so now we're on the side of my house. This is where I have my shade garden, and y'all, disclaimer, I have not been over here since like June or July. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to see what things look like over here, but I am ready to clean up. Just have a lot of perennials that obviously have already started to die back that I need to cut back, some spent blooms. This hosta definitely is ready to be cut back, this one as well, and just some weeds and tidying up to do in this bed. So let's go ahead and get to work. Another great tip, this can be used to dump trash. So instead of me bringing out my pop-up bag, I can just dump all of my stuff in this bin, remove it, and throw it away. Love the multi-purpose. Alright, so here is what my spiral is looking like so far. Do y'all remember when I gave this one a prune job earlier this spring? It has already fluffed back out, but I am going to wait until spring to do another haircut just because we are expecting freezing temperatures later this week. So I don't want to risk damaging it, but I am going to go ahead and do my checks. So I'm going to go through it thoroughly just to make sure there's no bagworms or anything on there, and then give it its final spray. And then look y'all, do y'all see this? I have a calla lily bloom 2 days before November. Like, what is life, you guys? I'm just so impressed with this plant. I love it. I do plan on dividing it maybe next year. I'm not sure. I need more of these around my garden, but I love it. Also, my hydrangeas, they are fizzling out, but look how much growth they put on, y'all. Do y'all remember earlier this season, I literally cut these down to absolutely nothing, like maybe 2 to 3 inch stems. This is how much growth they put on. They did also bloom for me, so yeah, just a lot of cleanup. Like, this was a calla lily here, ready to clean up. Another one here. This was a hosta, so yeah, just a lot of cleanup, but just wanted to show you guys the progress that all of the plants have made in this bed so far. Like, this has just tripled in size. Loving it. But anywho, I'm gonna hurry up and finish cleaning before the sun goes down. Alright y'all, so shade garden cleanup is done for now. I did decide to leave my bushes kind of woolly looking as they are now, just because we're supposed to drop temperatures so quickly. I don't want to risk any cold damage, so I will trim those back in the spring. But I did cut back my hostas that were here. I also cleaned up around my heucheras and my 2 geraniums, so they are good to go. As they die back, I'll keep cleaning them up, and then some of the leaves that I left here, I'll just let them decompose and mulch over them in the spring. I did also clean up my anemone, threw away my old hose because it is so damaged, you guys. I do have some weeds I still need to pull around the back of the hose box, which I'll do later. I pulled everything out of this curve, you guys. I'm so over trying to grow my Hyconocloa here. I decided I'm just going to leave this for annuals in the spring, so that will be coming next year. Did also cut back all of my perennials that I had here. Checked my arborvitae. It is bagworm free currently, so hopefully we won't have any issues next year. Also cleaned up around my giant canna lily, and then I'd also cut back and cleaned up all of the hostas and cannas that I had in this area. So I'm just going to leave the hydrangeas as they are for now. I'll let them drop their leaves naturally and then mulch in the spring. And then same thing for over here. I have a bunch of hellebores that I'm looking forward to in the spring. This one already has a few little blooms on it. But yeah, and then I had some hostas back there that I cut back and cleaned up. This is my rhododendron, so that will be blooming in the spring. And then y'all, look. Do y'all remember how fried, dried, and small this was when I planted it earlier this summer? She is looking lush and green, and I'm so excited that she's loving this area. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for the shade garden cleanup. I do have a lot of leaves that I decided to leave. They will be serving as insulation for the roots throughout the winter, and I'll just mulch over them in the spring. It'll be fine. But yeah, y'all, it feels good to have most of this bed cleaned up. And then here is my pile of rubbish. Like, I'm just loving this little lawn sweeper, you guys. This thing is so amazing. I love that I can just like wheel this over to the trash can, dump it. Oh, so convenient. All right, so I got the porch all blown off, and I did decide to add my little festive fall wreath, you know, just for little fall vibe touches. I did also bring out my new Aggie sign, you guys. Like, look at this. I actually got this from Sam's. It is reversible. So this is what the back side looks like. It just says welcome. So in the springtime, I can put this out, but I think for now I'm going to stick with the festive blue and yellow. Homecoming is this week. And I also had my Aggie mat here. I just kind of threw it on top of my old mat because I'm only going to keep it out for this week. And then this one is the one I had earlier this year, which still ties in for fall. So loving the decor. I did not get around to pressure washing, so I'll probably do that maybe next week. We shall see. But look, y'all, can you believe that I still have hibiscus blooming in October? Like, literally this week is going to be November 1st. So yeah, you guys, I have a ton of buds still getting ready to open, so that is perfect for homecoming. But yeah, Y'all, I know we're still in the 80s here, but literally tomorrow we're supposed to drop down into the 30s and 40s. So that is why I decided to bring all of my hydrangeas that were up here into the garage. They have been moved to overwinter. So I kept my fall decor very, very basic. Just have a couple pumpkins sitting out there. Of course, I've got Jaxley, and you've knocked over my pillow. Who do you think you are? There we go. Still have my blessed pillows out here. And then I just did a slight cleanup up here in the front yard. You guys did see that I cut back my hosta. So that is one less thing I'll have to do in the spring. I have, like, look at this space, you guys. It fills up this entire area. So just did a slight cleanup on that. I did also cut back my coleus. I cleaned up this hosta a little bit. Do y'all see how bad the hail shredded these leaves? Like, I am just so over the weather. I'm done gardening. This is the last gardening video you guys are going to see from me this season. But I did also pull all the weeds that were in here. I cut back the coleus here. These two probably will be nipped next week because, again, we're supposed to be in the low 30s. And same thing for my what are these called? Sun patience. So yeah, and then my little, I forgot what these are called. Angel wings? No, they're not angel wings. What are these called? I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen. They have been struggling all year, but they're still here, y'all. So yeah, not too much cleanup in the front bed. My yard does still need to be mowed. I did clean up in the ring down there and then also cut back my little tree. So that is pretty much it for the front yard cleanup. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up this year's gardening season. Thank you guys so much for walking with me all year long. Like, y'all just don't understand. I truly appreciate each and every one of you supporting my channel, watching my videos, sharing them, and subscribing. Like, I just love the whole community that we have going on here. So I'm so sorry that I ghosted y'all since like July, but hopefully next year's weather will be more lenient and more permitting. Y'all, I'm really not over the fence situation. Like, that is really what did it for me. So hopefully I can get that resolved this winter and come back full swing next spring. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Try saying that 10 times fast. But anywho, if you guys are interested in the leaf sweeper that I shared in the video today, the link will be down in the description box. Y'all, I'm telling you, chef's kiss, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Like, I am just so impressed with how well it picked up all the leaves in my yard. And my grass, y'all, my grass is super tall, so I can't imagine how well it would work if my grass was mowed. So yeah, definitely check it out, purchase it. It is so well worth the money, I'm telling you. So yeah, anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed watching today's fall cleanup. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I will catch you in my future videos. Peace.